I would like to welcome every one of us into today's wonderful, wonderful broadcast. And today we are dealing with the cause and cure of marital delays. That is for those that are looking forward to the journey of marriage. And marriage is a very major part of all our destinies. But as great as it is, there are people that sometimes find challenges that they face. I believe that hinders them not to find a right partner. And I believe quite right that just as there is a cause, just there are things that lead to it, and there are things that can be done to take care of it. And I believe that anyone that is has understanding will be able to walk their way out of it. And that is why we are talking briefly about this area. I believe quite right that somebody will be able to learn from this. As a young person, if you know this, it will help you to avoid the things that leads to delay in relationships, marital relationship, so you can avoid them. And if you are already inside delay, you finding yourself in a situation where you are staying longer than necessary in your search for a partner, this may be the reason why you are stagnated in that area. Because when it comes to marriage, it's a very sensitive area of your life. Marriage can make and it can mar your entire life. If you marry correct, somebody said that marriage, a good marriage is next to heaven, and a bad marriage is next to hell. So, and that is why this is a very important aspect of everybody's life. I want to welcome everyone that is coming into this broadcast today. Today is going to be very short. Afia, you are welcome. Well, Jameson, welcome. Thomas, welcome to this wonderful broadcast of today. And I want you guys to share with other people. Andre, welcome. Today we are live on TikTok and we are live on Facebook. Adebo Tomomeo, Adebo Tomomeo Global Ministries, and we are also live on YouTube, Destiny Mandate TV. We are talking about the cause and the cure of marital delay. Let me say by starting that marriage is a part of your divine heritage. Getting connected to a right man for you may be hindered by some things that are present in your life. If you don't deal with this situation, you will easily, you just discover, you don't deal with this situation, you will easily connect. If you know how to deal with the situation, you'll be able to connect with the man of your dream. And some ladies live in total denial and refuse to accept the responsibility of their present marital status. They lay blame on everybody but fail to look at themselves. The truth is that you are responsible for your own life, so don't advocate blame to people. It only leads to deeper despondency and depression. Your journey into peace of mind and happiness begins when you take responsibility for your life. Face the truth about yourself, confront difficult issues, and do your best to resolve them. Let's begin by looking at some issues that may delay you from marital destiny. And number one is the spirit of pride. If you are very proud, it can be a problem for you to get somebody to marry. Spirit of pride is defined as having an over bloated, unrealistic, sometimes psychotic estimation of oneself, while keeping a very low estimation of others around you. How does pride manifest itself in the life of many ladies? A young lady in her teens look at herself in a mirror and realize that God has blessed her with uncommon beauty. Ladies, look at yourself in a mirror and say, I look beautiful, man. I look panache. I look mio bolito. I look beautiful. And because she's looking at herself that she's beautiful, before she know it, she does undo this discovery. She decides she's too much for any guy that wants to take her out on a date. She makes the guy around her to feel inferior by interacting with them in a condescending manner and superior manner. She dates only guys who can afford to take care of her, no matter what they do for a living or how they make their money. This kind of lady does not care as long as they can meet a guy that has money and that can meet her demand. She does not care how she's treated as long as she gets financial and material endowment from them. She shuns and looks at other people who are interested in developing a meaningful relationship with her. Guys who are interested in her comes asking for a hand in marriage. They don't even want to take you to the park. I get you, Tiffany. They don't want to take you to the park on a walk. I get you. She ignored them for those who are either in her own class or who are rich enough to meet her financial material need. She continues this foolish cycle of ignoring men who are genuinely care for her. Break up relationship as she likes, continue that downhill trend. In her 30s, she suddenly realized that she's no longer attractive as she once, and she desired to get married and settle down with a man she can live with for the rest of her life. But that time she had been used by many of the guys, many of the boys, many of the men that has money. They've used you. All the figure eight you thought you have, they have messed you up. Do you accept white guys who marry black women? Yes, from the UK. Well, if you want to marry white person, you must know what you are doing. If you accept white guy that want to marry a black woman, no problem with that, as long as both of you are going the same direction. Find out about it. Like I said, important question you need to know about somebody before you say yes to them. Find out about the person. Does the person know God? Does the person have purpose? Let me say this up front. Any relationship that is built on purpose is a relationship that is built with a right foundation. Now, any relationship that is built on pleasure is a relationship that is built on sand. It will crash. I want a big family. That's so important. Are you a lady or you are a man? You are saying this. Are you a lady or a man? That is techie toy or tutor. Are you a lady or a man asking this question so that I know what to say? You want a big family. I'm a man. Yes, you want a big family. That's okay. So you are talking about marrying a lady, a white girl. Great. If you want to marry a white girl, ask her, how many children does she want to have? If you are looking for a big family, how many children do you want to have? Because I know most white ladies, I don't know their appetite for large family in terms of number of children. Ask her, the person you want to marry, If you say she's white, how many children is she ready for? And when you say big family, how many children are you looking at? Are you looking at 10 children? Or you want to give birth to 5? In this economy in the UK, I don't think a girl, whether white or black, will be ready for 5 children for you or 10 children. Because do you have the finances to actually raise those children? Having big, large number of children used to be things people do in those days, not now. You give birth to children you can take care of. You are talking of large family. You are talking about 5, 7 children. In those days, people do that, not now. In the UK, you want to have more than 5 children or 4 children. If they are girls, they are boys, then you must have room for boys, room for girls. So you have to go for a big house. Then you must have money. So these are the things. No, I'm marrying a black woman, but I want at least 5 children. Not sure I'm financially ready. Next year you have to put your generator where your money is. You must be financially ready, or else you will birth homeless children. And in the UK, you have to discuss with the lady. Number one, how many people want 5 children? I can tell you, I have 3 children. And because of that, I have to make sure I have a house for my daughter, I have a room for my daughter, and for my boys. That make at least, we must have a 3-bed. That is minimum. And we are looking for, even we are looking at 4-bed for comfortable, because when you have visitors, but 3-bed at least. You and your wife in one room, your daughter has one room, and your son has another room. So you must have at least a 3-bed. So you must add your financial capacity to it, because understand that maybe you're not ready for children. Yes, if you are not ready financially, don't be, you are not ready for children. To raise children in the UK, you must know what you are doing. If you are looking at council house, to me, I say you get the council, even council house, you have to ask them for a 3-bed, and not many of them are 3-bed, 4-bed to give you. So if you know you are not financially ready, these are things you discuss about before you marry anybody. You want to have a large family, 4, 5, then get ready to have a house that will accommodate them. Or else you will just put those children through stress. Give birth to children you can take care of, that they won't think you actually born to this world to come and suffer them. So yes, you see, you are not ready for children. And children in the UK today, remember, when they grow up, they will need a lesson teacher. They will need someone to care for them. I'm only 25. I'll work hard over the next few years. Then hopefully I'll be rewarded with a big family. Yes, that's a good one. You are 25. If you can work very hard, that's good. That's good of you. If you can work very hard to be able to raise the resources, and then your wife must agree to give birth to 5 children. Remember, not many women these days want to have large family. So depending on who you meet, if the lady that you meet is a career person will not like too much pregnancy, because it will be a problem on her work. So if your spouse agree with you, why not? Why not if not? If you want to have a large family, is a thing you can't do alone. You have to agree. The woman must agree with you, because you are the one doing the work. The woman is the one carrying the pregnancy. Is she ready to enter that labor room for 5 times? And so you need to check that with a woman today and find out, I want to have 5 children. Are you ready for that? And if you know what it means to have 5 children, I have been 28 years in marriage. I don't think I'll go for that, because that is a huge responsibility. If you know you want to go into that direction, it's a huge responsibility that I don't think many people are ready for. So if you want to have a large family, please, you have to discuss that with the woman. If she's ready to have 5 children for you, and like you have to have the money also to match it. Like I said, what are the hindrances that bring marital delays? We say pride. So as a lady, you must please not have an overestimation of yourself, and so that you don't throw people away because you are used to moving with big boys who are no longer interested in you. And if you move around with people that has a lot of money. Because of pride, you want to work with a particular class, and you have not developed yourself. You are only benefiting from them financially. They will just use you They will just use you sexually and throw you away. Pride keeps you in delusional denial. You look at life realistically. You must make excuse for what is happening to your life instead of asking yourself serious questions that will lead to your dreams. You are in denial when you tell yourself that you don't need a man, or you say, I only think I'll work out for the next 5 years. Okay, you are in denial if you think you don't need a man. You can enjoy your life as a single woman. You must understand, after all these years, what you have gained from relationship, you'll be able to involve to ask yourself questions. A man is okay to have you around and you can't do without if you find one. Let me say this, the more you tell yourself these lies, the further you move from connecting with the right person. The truth is that research has proven over 80% of women who say they don't need a man are very lonely. The truth is that pride will keep you perpetually unhappy and possibly depressed. Pride makes you look for a perfect man instead of hooking up with a man you are compatible with. A perfect man or woman does not exist. There is no perfect man or a perfect woman that exists. That perfect man does not exist. There's no perfect woman in this world. In fact, for a man, there is no perfect lady. That lady of your dream only exists in your head. There is no ready-made woman. God will give you a raw material. You are the one that will make her into a wife. You find a wife, you make the woman into a woman of your dream. Remember, that's why as a man, you are a bridegroom. You are meant to groom a lady to what you want her to be. You never find a ready-made person. And that is the reason why God will give you somebody that is not finished. God will never give you a finished product. That's why God gave, thank you, Lady. Yes. God gave Adam a garden. And he gave him that garden for one reason, and that is to be able to cultivate it, to bring out the best out of that garden. God did not give Adam chair and table. He hid the chair and table inside the tree. And that is why, as a man, you get to a lady's life, you are supposed to make the life of that lady better. So you are able to cultivate, release her potential. Uncle, I have a question, please. Go ahead. Bring up your question. Now, so if you are, go ahead, let me hear your question, lady. Now, if you are having an overestimation of yourself, it becomes difficult to be able to deal with things. So please keep pride away. Number 2 is spiritual stronghold. If you have some satanic operation, look at your father as a black man. Is it okay for me to be with a white woman? Well, it's okay. You discuss with her as a black man. Is it okay for me to be with a white woman? Yes, you can be with a white woman. Depend if you are going the same direction. Like I've always said, what is your purpose in life? Are you going the same direction? Is your direction going the same place? If you are not going to the same direction, it will be a problem. Whether white or black, what is important is what direction are you following? Follow Christ. Yes, if the person is a believer, the person is born again, then that person might be able to have the same view with you. That's why you must understand very well that the things you are trying to get into, anyone you want to marry, make sure they are going the same direction with you. If you are going an opposite direction, you are not marrying somebody that is going the same direction with you, it becomes difficult. That's why the Bible says, for this cause shall a man, for this cause, people marry for a purpose, not just for pleasure. If the person is actually going the same direction with you, that is a good start. about relationship. Marital relationship is a journey and you go in the same direction. So, like I said, the area I'm talking about is cause and cure for marital delay. So, as you have seen here, that I said pride is the first thing that can hinder somebody from getting married. Some people, they are too proud. They are be cockish. And pride go before destruction. So, and I wanted to know, these are the things that will help you to be able to know whether there's a thing that is holding you down, that's not allowing you to make a right direction. You know where you are going and you get somebody going the same direction with you. So if you person you are going to go in the same direction with, you will know when you talk with them the kind of person that they are. So I want you to know quite right that the moment you can get somebody, because two cannot work together except they be agreed. If you are going with somebody and you are going in the same direction, then that helps you. Like I've said, these are things that will help to remove delay of your path. Like I said, the spiritual stronghold is number 2. If you look at your family tree, you look at the relationship from your father's side, from your mother's side. When people get married in your family, do they stay in the family? Did they stay in that family? Because there are some people that, if you check their family tree, everywhere is divorce, 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 divorce. The father's side, divorce. So that to let you know the tree you are coming from. Some, when they get to marriage, they don't have children. Check the tree from where you are marrying to. That may be a challenge there on the path of your journey. So this is talking about spiritual stronghold. You need to check the kind of home you are marrying into. When you get married, you must check the family tree. You should look at what is happening in your own spiritual life, what kind of dream you have. And we have people like that they going to marry, they don't stay there. They have very broken relationship all the time. So that may be a spiritual problem that you need to look into it. And the only way to deal with satanic forces is by intense, focused, aggressive prayer and fasting. That's how to deal with it. If you locate that your family is in that state where you are coming from, a family where people have issue with divorce, all the time is one problem or the other. People marry but they don't stay in their marriages. There are people that marry that the girls, the ladies all have baby mamas. They have their children from different men. The first lady, the first girl, the second girl also is like that. Then you need to know there's a problem in that marriage, in that bloodline. So you look into it objectively. Don't just bring anybody into your life so they can come and repeat what your senior ones have been doing. That's why you must not allow yourself to be a victim of satanic oppression in your life. Please check. The person that want to go out with you, he has a child before. If the person has a child before, find out what led to the breakage of the first relationship. Don't just jump into a relationship. I can tell you, it is not easy to co-parent children that are not your own. It is not easy. If you have met those in marriage, I've been married for 28 years, I will tell you, it's not easy to co-parent a child that does not belong to you. If somebody else is the father of that child, and you marry a woman with that child, you can't marry a woman and not marry their children with them. You cannot marry a woman and not marry their children with them. If the child does not like you, you have a problem in that marriage. So marriage is not a thing you just jump into because your body cannot, you can't contain your body because your generator is making noise. So no, you must know what you are going into, because the relationship and marriage is not a thing you just go to anyhow. I have listened to people that married people that had children and they didn't find it easy at all, because sometimes the child, the mother may love you, but the child may not like you. If the child does not like you, you have a problem in your hand, because you are going to stay with that child or they are coming to your house. It's not always easy. Please check the family tree that you are marrying into, so you don't marry into stronghold That's why I said don't allow your erection to give you direction. Don't allow your erection to give you direction when it comes to marriage. Please keep that generator under lock and key under you. If that stuff gives you direction, it will not allow you to be able to think correctly. They say marriage is blind. I can tell you, they say love is blind. Marriage will open it for you. Responsibility of marriage will let you know. A good home, a marriage is more than I kiss you, I love you, I have sex with you. It's more than that. And that I can tell you that from 28 years of marriage. So you don't want to find yourself where you hate marriage ultimately, because when you entered into it, you did not do you didn't do your work very well. Number 3, key that can be an hindrance to marriage is lack of character. If you lack character, it will be a major problem for you. Proverbs 11:22 says, a beautiful woman who lacks character is like a gold ring in a pig nose. Proverbs 11:22, a beautiful woman who lacks character is like gold ring in a pig. You know, the secular word place a lot of emphasis on external appearance. What we wear, what we look like, our possession, our bank balance, and they place little or no emphasis on who really you are underneath all this superficial external that we project. Now, hear me very well. A lady is conditioned from a childhood to focus on her external features. She's taught to spend money, time, energy on making herself physically attractive. That's what ladies do. Now, she's taught to give attention to how she looks, irresistible to men and members of the opposite sex. And men are moved by what they see. A man sees a beautiful lady for the first time in his life, and he assesses her by how she looks. He thinks she's sexy, but he is just meeting her for the first time. He has no idea who really she is. In a moment of emotional madness, he is prepared to do whatever it takes to talk to her and ask her for a date. Most women take advantage of this masculine trait and spend time in beautifying themselves externally, because the more attractive a lady is, the more guys will trip over themselves to know her. A woman who has conditioned herself in this line of reasoning may find it difficult to get married, because marriage involves more than just external qualities. A man wants to get married to a real you. The inner you, your beauty may attract him, but it takes your character to keep him committed to you. Let me say this again. Your beauty may attract a man to you, but it is your character that keeps that man committed to you. What makes a man propose to you and want to spend the rest of his life with you is your character. Your character is what keeps a man loyal and faithful to your relationship. A lady friend, these are the things I want to say to many of us that are young people. Don't fake. One thing is that you can fake your beauty, you cannot fake your character. If you are going, that is one thing you must fix. And some people, they may even look good, but their character is terrible. Is the character beyond the lipstick, beyond the perfume and good dress that will keep the home? Have you not seen people that are beautiful that can't keep a marriage? Women sometimes equate sex with commitment. So a lady gives her body to a man and she sees it as a sign of commitment. No, this is a mistake many women keep making over and over again. A man does not usually attach much emotional meaning to sex. It's just sex to him. Why you may be thinking that you are now headed for a marriage because of regular sex you give him, the man is asking himself if he can spend the rest of his life with someone who is sexually promiscuous. Let me say this to you. Men don't marry girls they can sleep with anyhow. Hear that from me. I'll give you as an advice. Men value girls they cannot sleep with. So that is why you must keep yourself. You cannot fake character. You can fake your beauty. If you don't have it, you don't have it. You can have weak. There's no weak character. You can have weak, have lipstick, have nose stick, have the eyelashes, have the new one, have the gaddles that make you